as in how the speakers will join, I'll connect you to the main speakers of today. So I'm not the speaker of today, but I just want to be here to present you what it is all about. So till now, you all have experienced the neuroscience in our schools. You've thanks to you all that today
I'll
we are
connect
able
you
to
to the main
conduct this meeting because this is one level next. So just give me one moment. Um, Dr. Nashad has already joined us. Dr. Nashad, I am very glad and thankful to you that you
బ్రో
have joined. And
Good
as in
evening,
how,
ma'am.
కాదు కాదు ఆ లింక్ ఎక్స్పైర్ అయింది
yeah,
ఇంకో లింక్
as in how
పంపించు ఆయన
Dr. Prakash and Dr.
పంపించు
Sudhakar will also join and Dr. Rahul will join. Please let me know, Dr. Nashad, because
పంపించు
I'm not
పంపించు
able to
ఆన్లైన్లో ఉంది
actually
లైవ్లో ఉంది
see that. If they will.
Uh, I think
Madam, good
I'm very
evening. I'm Dr. Rahul here. I've,
good
I've
evening, Dr.
joined and
Rahul.
really looking forward to be a part of this meeting.
Thank, thank you so much, Dr. Rahul. Thank you so much, Dr. Nashad, for joining. And can we wait for another 5 minutes for others to join and then I will pass on to Dr. Nashad. Dr.
sure.
Prashant, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Teja, if you are there, you can also put the YouTube link onto the thing in case somebody wants to go and join over the YouTube.
Sure, ma'am. Right away, I'm sharing in the text box.
Yes, please. So we will take it like this today. So Dr. Naushad is a very senior scientist and he is into genetics. And I'll talk about him in a while. And also we have Dr. Rahul and Dr. Prashant, who is the director of Yoda Group. And I'm really thankful to Dr. Sudhakar, Dr. Prashant, Dr. Rahul, and Dr. Naushad for being here today and sharing the insights of genetics today with you all. So I will request all of you that please listen to them very carefully. And after that, I'll be talking to you in detail. So we will take also and after some time, I think Dr. Naushad, you should also give the parents a chance to interact with you after you present, so that in case they have any questions, you can answer them.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you. And whatever any parent would have any other further questions, they can ask me and we will take up like that. So over to Dr. Nashad. So Dr. Nashad, you may start from here. Maybe so you can start going slowly, telling about yourself first. And in the meantime, the other participants will also join. And just for Dr. Nashad, Dr. Prashant, and Dr. Rahul, we are also recording this. I hope you don't mind that.
No issues, ma'am.
Perfectly
Thank
okay,
you.
madam.
Thank you. So it would be for the parent. We will use it for the parents who wouldn't be able to join today.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
So, thank you very much to Dr. Aparna, madam, for collaborating with us in NeuroPi Genetic Insights program. So basically, all of us, let us start with the DNA. What is DNA? It is a genetic material which determines what traits or characteristics are transferred from one generation to another generation. So it will have a paternal component and a maternal component. So like if you look at the chromosomes, we have 46 chromosomes. 23 chromosomes are coming from father, 23 are coming from the mother. Then a individual is formed actually, like having two sets of chromosomes from both the parents. So sometimes what will happen, there are some disease related conditions called autosomal recessive disorders, more common when the parents are consanguineous. They will pass on a mutant allele, one mutant allele each to the child. So resulting in autosomal recessive disorders. So that will the chance of having such disorders is more common when parents are carriers, and 25% of the children might have this condition. Normally, because to screen such conditions, internationally newborn screening programs are there, which can identify any treatable metabolic causes, so that you can have an intervention, diet or any therapeutic treatment or whatever, to avoid any kind of disability or mortality associated with those conditions. However, genetics not only tells about the holistic health, it also tells about how we behave. If you look at as like we have variability in skin tone. Some people are fair, some people are dark, some people have medium complexion. Similarly, the hair color, eye color, and other characteristics also will be dictated by the genes. Similarly, our focus is on how a child development will be affected by these genes. See, if we are teaching a class of pre-nursery students on any alphabets or whatever, some children will learn it very fast. Some children will require more time and effort to learn that. So it can be, some people will catch very easily if it is a visual aid based learning. Some people will require a lot of practice to identify the alphabets, to understand numericals, and to process whatever information. Sometimes a simple command keep this cup away. So those kind of commands also different children will process differently. So some people will have a strong memory. They memorize a very small detail. Some children will quickly forget what they are doing. So nowadays, attention deficit hyperactivity is also common in children, where they will be having multitasking kind of behavior. They'll be switching from one task to another, which is also influenced by the genes. And cognitive development, memory, learning, these kind of things, if you know what is the basis, then we can customize the child's environment, diet, and other parameters, so that the child can have a better quality of the life, and he will be successful academically. And also, DNA have different kind of technologies. The most common technology is next generation sequencing. Next generation sequencing looks at a broader perspective, where we can screen more than 20,000 genes at a time in a single test, and look at the holistic requirements, overall, whether any genetic predisposition is there for any disease, or how the child development is going to happen, what are the precautions we should take, any intervention is required. These kind of details also we will get. And a few add-on tests if we do, even we can customize their physical activity also. So some people, they want their children to excel in different sports. Some require endurance, high endurance, like cycling, swimming, those kind of things. Some games and other things required power based, they should have quick energy supplies, and they should be able to lift weights or perform in high intense athletic activity. Those kind of things also can be added to the existing panel uh, with a slight margin of prices, which will give a holistic view about even physical attributes, uh, like even body composition. Some children are very lean, some children are becoming obese. What kind of nutritional requirements they have. These kind of insights also this DNA test will provide. And like most of the parents will have a fear that it requires pricking of blood from a very small child who will not cooperate. But nowadays we have very non-invasive options. A small buccal swab will be enough for us to get the DNA. And just by rotating the swab inside the mouth and handing over that particular swab in a aseptic condition to the lab will help us in extracting the DNA, and we will give you all this information in a kind of a report format. And as Dr. Aparna Madam is already looking at different other aspects of psychological development, these both the informations can be clubbed together and will help you in making your child more uh, successful in whatever field uh, he want to choose. So this is what we can do using these technologies. Dr. Aparna Madam, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Naushad. Thanks a lot for the insights. So I'll just talk to parents a little about what we were doing until now and why we are now getting into genetics and why we want to do the gene testing and all this. So as almost all the parents have been to our schools and have experienced I think there are some parents who have experienced us for last 2 3 years and more than 3 years, and you can always vouch for us that we've been taking care of your kids and kids with all kind of problems also have been coming to our school, and you've seen that there is a nice impact of neuroscience. But till now, whatever impact we have given is not even 50%, because neuroscience can do much more. But the problem here with us is we are not able to get exact. How can you help me, Dr. Naushad? The exact problem, the exact predisposition of the genes of the kids. So we are not. We are doing like test and trial and error basis. On trial and error basis, we are giving the solutions for your kids. But if we get the precise data, perfect data, scientific data from the genes of the kid, Dr. Naushad, please help me wherever
Yeah,
you can.
we can
So
narrow down. We can narrow down on what particular thing is stopping your child from from developing compared to other peers.
yes. So yes, exactly. So you have been seeing that kids who have dyslexia. We have kids with autism. We have kids with ADHD. So we have kids who also have some allergies, and these, and so we don't know exactly. Neither does the parent know what is the kid exactly allergic to. So with genetics, with this kind of a project that we are now launching, we will be able to help you and help your kid to develop better, learn better, be healthy, and really, like, you can go very deep and you can know what are the what are the medicines that the kid is allergic to, or what kid can react better to, what are the nutritional how uh, what is the
Yeah, deficiencies or whatever.
yes, nutritional deficiencies, or sometimes even allergies like lacto allergic kids are these days very
Correct.
getting very common. So we can help you with all this based on, like, and then especially with kids with sports endurance. So genetically we can also find out, and you know that in our schools we are doing gymnastics, but we can definitely come to know which kid can excel, which kid can, through neuroscience, we can lay out such kind of neural pathways where kids' learning efficiency can increase. So, so many things can happen, but only if we can get uh, precise information about a kid.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that only genetics can give us. And that's where Dr. Noshad has been trying to tell you how important it is to have this genetic data of the kid. So now, just for parents who would be very worried about the data, and who will be having access to this kind of an information, probably maybe Dr. Noshad, you can also tell them about that.
Madam, as soon as the patient's demographic details are stored, we will anonymize the sample. It will be barcoded. So nobody will know what is the name and other details except the one who is scanning the barcode. So, once the data is ready, that will be protected by the cloud, and only the investigator and the parent can know the report. So, if at all I want to send any report, the parent should give you acknowledgement that this report can be shared. So, usually, whenever genetic report is there, we send the report to reporting physician, not even to the patient. Why means sometimes the patient will not understand the technical language of the report. So for that, we have one liaison where our genetic counselor will interact with the patient or parents. They will explain the report in a very simple way, so that there is no panic or anxiety related to the findings.
So actually, dear parents, so this project that we are launching is called NeuroPi. So genetics, neuroscience, and AI will be part of this project. So from the genetics, we will gather the data precise to your kids, and we will use this data to help through neuroscience to help your kid excel in sports, excel in education, excel with emotional and social behavior, with all kind of natural tendencies that the kid has, positively or negatively. So this is how, certainly I can see some hands raised. Miss Priya saying, just give us 2 minutes, and in 5 minutes we'll wrap it up, and then please keep your question ready, and we'll give you a chance to ask, and we are here to answer your questions today. So I just wanted to take you very quickly through, these personalized learning paths that we can give for each kid independently, and understanding their genetic learning preferences. For example, like kids may learn through different study manners, study learning ways, teaching methodologies. We are doing this in our schools, but we are not able to still classify individually. We are able to classify a group of kids, but not individually, not personalize it. So through these kind of things, we will be able to personalize further, and we will be able to manage their emotions, develop resilience, build positive social skills, even in uh, kids with special abilities. Also, we will be able to do that. So that's where we are heading towards this thing, of course. And there are also, Dr. Nashad, you should help me with this, that there are also genes that can tell us about the sensitivities to stress.
Yes, madam.
So this is
Even
a very big challenge these days kids are facing.
yeah, we can also know their antioxidant status, so that we can see how their body is able to quench any free radicals produced, which essentially cause stress, mainly oxidative stress.
So we are basically trying to develop a learning environment for children which is aligned with their unique genetic profile. Without parents' collaboration, this is not possible, because the kids in our preschools are too small to use even AI. So our collaboration with the parents will be key to teach us how to form the educate learning paths, So this is how it is coming up. So I think Dr. Nashad, let's pass it on to parents and let's keep answering them.
Sure.
So over to you. So now you may please, yeah, one by one you can Priya, Mrs. Priya. So you can first start asking, and then Mr. Chiranjeevi. So one by one, please, and we are here to answer you.
Hey, thank you so much for arranging this first. My only question around this program was that you taking. I understood what Dr. Naushad was trying to say. I'm only worried about the long term, security of this particular data because we've all been through, a lot of changes in the medical field right now. How this data is being utilized in the near future for my child when he's grown up is not known yet to me. And there are so many cyber crimes that are happening on the
Yes.
basis of genetics and AI. So I just wanted to know what medical association are you guys associated with, and what laboratories are you using to do these tests, and how accredited they are.
I think even before Dr. Nashad, you speak, I would say, so, I would just say that we are associated with Yoda Labs, and they are based out of America. For last 25 years, they are there, and they are following all the cyber securities and all the data handling and data privacy norms. And in fact, like we were talking over this, that there are certain norms and certain privacy norms that Yoda is going to follow, which will be according to the US laws, because such laws are still not existing even in India. Even if the laws are not existing, still they will uh, go on with the same laws, because NeuroPi is not only being developed only for India, it's a global product. And since
Um,
we wanted to launch it in India and it's a make in India product, so we wanted our parents to first experience it before we even take it further. So, Dr. Naushad, from here you can speak. So I just wanted to give a brief about you also.
Madam, as Dr. Aparna Madam mentioned, we have two labs in US, DLW and Microgen Health, which are into genomics since like a very long time. And the Yoda Diagnostics basically started in 2021. And we have done a lot of more than 3,000 samples we have processed till now. And like data is secured through cloud. And we have our own like IT teams, we have around 8 companies working in data security and these domains, which are helping us in securing the data. And the data is anonymized even before loading onto the cloud. So it will be barcoded actually. So
Now, sir, to add on
yes, sir.
to your point, I think for right now for the cloud we are using AWS services. I think whatever in terms of cloud, we have an agreement with Amazon, and I think we are utilizing their services.
Thank you, Dr. Rahul. So if we
Hi.
have
No, thank you for answering this. I just have a small query again. You said, uh, ma'am, that there are laws which are prevailing in the US. I strongly feel that these are for the US citizens. Is it applicable really to India citizens? Because I work with a data company and I know how this works.
Yes, I can believe that, but then since I said that this is a global product, it's not only for India. So the all the norms set would be for global with global requirements and global privacy laws and requirements. So this is the only reason there are so many companies in India that do genetics and uh, uh, genetic insights. But we've associated with Yoda is only because of their presence in US and their experience with the US privacy laws. So you can be very since you are also a parent with us, so you can imagine, like, in last 3 years 4 years that we are in the market, how how secure your every kind of detail about your kid or about the parent is with us. Uh, may we pass to Mr. Chiranjeevi?
Yes, thank you, ma'am. So one of my question is answered as Priya has rightly asked. That's the same question I have, and I have another two more questions to the school. So as I just want to understand, is this program? I mean, do you have any evidence as such which has proven to you in the future? I mean, in the past with respect to learning outcomes. I mean, was there any improvement observed, or anywhere do you have any sort of evidence supporting this?
Actually, a lot of evidence has supported this in last 4 years in our preschools with our neuroscience programs. This is the only reason why we want to go one step uh, inner and deeper and get also the genetic insights so that neuroscience can help all the more than what it has helped till now. And there are a lot of parents whose testimonies we have taken, who have seen the differences in their kids in not in 1 year's time, but in 3-4 months after they have joined us. So that's what has motivated us to go further. Otherwise, we wouldn't go ahead, Mr. Chiranjeevi.
Thank you.
So,
And
Dr. Naushad, you can also help me answering this more. If you
Yeah, like we have worked mostly on neurometabolic disorders, specifically targeting newborns, where we have identified many inherited metabolic disorders, and most of the disorders, although they are genetic, by altering metabolic pathways through specific diets and specific medical medicines and all, we are able to save many lives. Not only improving the quality of life, we have saved many lives, especially NICU children like who suffer from hypoglycemia or sudden metabolic acidosis, those kind of things. In autism, actually, we have worked and we have published many papers where we observed that certain essential amino acid deficiencies, neurotransmitter synthesis defects are contributing to autism, and through some specific targeted supplementations, these children have improved in their classic performance.
Actually, this is also one thing that I wanted to say, that parents who are experiencing us, they have seen our classrooms. They are very big. They're not really classrooms. They are play areas. So all this is the environment is set only for neural development. That's where the neuroscience has been coming. Though, of course, we've not been talking so much about it, but, we've been developing the prefrontal cortex, where, simple breathing exercises, relaxing, all this, including even our daycare beds and daycare nap rooms. These are also developed in such a way that, there is neuroscience in that. Of course, one another day, I'll take you through the neuroscience and the neuroscience principles that we have in the school, where you can again ask, so that, I don't hold the other doctors here for something that's related to the school.
One more thing I would like to clarify, Chiranjeevi Garu. So
Yes.
basically, there are some studies called genome-wide association studies. Normally, they are published under a GWAS catalog. So this catalog will have every phenotype-related genetic variants tested worldwide across different ethnic groups, actually.
Okay.
So, few studies have incorporated even Indian children also, and they have looked at the different parameters like cognitive function, learning, memory, and speech, delay and other things. So, based on those publications, we have just we have done a large-scale screening of more than 2,500 Indians to know whether we can really replicate these findings in India. So, although we have a grossly distinct genetic signatures, certain markers globally recognized to have a long-term impact on overall development of the children. So those markers we have considered, and also when we are sometimes what will happen, even whatever we are we already know, we may know certain new things also, during the course of this study.
Okay.
Like when we correlate the developmental milestones with the genetic markers, sometimes we may discover something new also, which is not known.
Okay.
Those that also we will give the benefit to the parents, so that that will help in the development of the child.
Sure. Sir. And one more question, ma'am. I mean, this program, does it have or need any approvals from any boards or education authorities or something like that, or do we have any conflict with that?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
So actually, genetics has been used only for, I think like for the physicians. This is the first time we'll be using it for education.
Right. So that's the concern we actually have.
Yeah. So no, it's not. It's nothing to do with educational boards or anything. It
Okay.
purely depends on the parents' interest and the educators' interest. And we as educators are suggesting it's just an optional thing. So, it's not only for us at the kindergarten level, but it's also for you when the kid grows up, when he's a teenager. Especially, you'll need all this information and all this grooming that we will be doing in our schools when your kids are teenagers.
Right. And in case we have multiple students, multiple parents agreeing to this, so how does school verify the accuracy? I mean, I want to understand genetic interpretations. How do we verify the accuracy of it? I mean,
This Dr. Naushad has to say.
So actually, certain quality metrics will be there for a genetic report at different levels. Like when we are doing wet lab experiments, some quality parameters will be there. Then when we receive the data, so normally we expect around 7 to 8 GB data per person. So out of that, we will look at each variant. What is the depth of the coverage? Usually, mean depth of coverage means 100x. 100x means 100 times your sequence will be read.
Okay.
So, the possibility of errors will be less than 0.1%.
Okay. Okay. So as you were talking about, doctor, regarding the genetic markers, right? So,
Yeah.
What specific genes would actually be tested, or do we, as a parent, do we get a list of genetic markers as well?
Currently,
100%.
we are targeting on all 20,000 genes,
Okay.
but we will be customizing them for academic purpose.
And also sports.
All may not be neurologically relevant, but if there is something which requires immediate medical attention, we will inform you.
Oh, okay, sure. So I just want to understand what are the things which are tested. At least if we get that list, I understand you want to let us know where exactly we are supposed to be. Where we are supposed to be concentrating on, where we have issues.
Yeah.
But otherwise, what are the things which were tested, if we get to know? Because I understand this is something new coming up, but my only concern, as Priya rightly said, is about the data. So where this actual data is going to, on how it can be utilized further in future as well. So because that is the as a parent, that's my concern. Yeah.
Absolutely. Mr. Chiranjeevi, I would also like to say that after this call, we will make a group, a WhatsApp group. So all those parents who would be interested, I'll put them there.
Yeah.
So that, you can ask questions, we can answer, and it can be a continuous process for the next 5 days or so.
Yeah.
So that, we answer almost all. And Dr. Naushad, I'll also include you in that so that you can also answer them.
Yeah.
So in this way, I don't want to disturb the school groups. So that would be annoying. So I'll make a separate group of all of the interested parents. At least at the first stage, it is more of gathering interest, seeing how much parents are willing to understand and know more about this or be part of this. And then we will go ahead. I think, Mrs. Priya, you were also asking us something. So, Mr. Chiranjeevi, I'll just pass over to Mrs. Priya.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Parna and Dr. Naushad, I also wanted to ask if when we're getting these reports from for all the students that you're going to test, are the teachers in the school equipped to design specific programs for children based on the deficiencies which are found? Because if a batch of students in a school has about 12 children, and all of them are identified different deficiencies, exactly how are you going to plan their day for 3 hours that we send our children to?
No, this is the reason why the AI is going to help us with. This is the reason why we are building this product. It's a software wherein all the data will be there, and neuroscience and AI will help you. And it's going to help the educators and the parents. And if the parents don't want the help of the educators, they can also sign that on the consent form, and you can have only you and your physicians can have access. But anything related to education, I think like you should give us the access so that we will be able to design the programs, and AI will be able to help you and guide you through the programs that are good for the kids. Not only for the kids with any inabilities, but also kids who are super able. So sometimes super able kids are also left behind because they are going with the normal care, like the normal class regulations, and they're not able to perform much more than what they could have performed. So that's also, we are taking both sides, this side of the kid and that side of the kid. So this is where AI is going to help. I hope I've answered you, Mrs. Priya.
Yes, Dr. Aparna, you've answered. If you don't mind,
It's
maybe
not
not
going
in
to
this
be
group.
overnight, of course. All this we need like
Yeah.
40 days for the genetic. I think that's where Dr. Nashad, please help me. I think 40
Sure.
to 45 days is where you need the time to assess and give us the reports, right?
Yes, ma'am. 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, 4 to 5 weeks, and after that we also need another 2 to 3 weeks to put the reports okay, and for the AI to first start. So since this is a first program, so AI is going to take much more time to answer and to give the solutions, and slowly it would be faster. Then it would be like chat gpt, but for now it's going to be slow, and it's all internal material data protected, so it's not anywhere apart from MySchool Italy, so no one will
Ma'am,
have access
also,
to it.
if not in this group, but maybe separately, if you could also give us some details on what AI tool are you going to use to decipher all of these things?
Certainly, that's
Uh,
why we'll
yeah.
create a group and we'll keep sharing all that information. May I pass to Mrs. Shakti?
Yeah, hi, Dr. Aparna.
Thank you, sir.
Hi. So what
Hello.
I'm able to understand by this conversation is I understand that genetic diseases can be identified through genetic testing. But what I'm not able to understand clearly is the predisposition of kids regarding learning, regarding activities. Right now, the discussion is still very vague, and I'm not able to very clearly understand that what kind of genetic markers, how do you identify which kid is predisposed to what genetically, and still I'm hearing a lot of jargons, but there is some lack of clarity. So if Dr. Naushad or Dr. Aparna, if you could clarify that, please.
Yeah, Dr. Nashad, over
Yeah.
to you.
One example I will give you. Like, see, there are.
Just a moment. Yes,
See,
sorry.
there are suppose there is a gene called COMT. This particular gene is actually methylates a catecholamine. So
Okay.
this methylation will influence how your body is going to process the xenobiotic agents within your body.
Okay.
So, depending, there are two types of metabolisms: phase 1 and phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
Phase 1 metabolism usually eliminates whatever is harmful to your body by
Mm-hmm.
converting it to a nucleophile or electrophile.
Hmm.
So phase 2 metabolism will that nucleophile or electrophile, if it is not removed from the body, it will be toxic to you.
Okay.
So phase 2 enzymes will try to remove that. So
Okay.
depending on this efficiency, so many organs can be affected.
Okay.
Like you can have a site-directed kind of mutagenesis, new mutations getting induced.
Okay.
And apart from that, serotonin, dopamine, these receptors, they bind to neurotransmitters actually.
So
There are
is it like a disease, or is it something which is present in
it
different
is,
people in a different ways?
normally, one example I'll give you more common. I'm giving paracetamol to 10 people who are having fever.
Mm-hmm.
4 people are responding very fastly.
Mm-hmm.
3 people need antibiotic. Okay, one or two people they are not responding to both antibiotic and paracetamol.
Okay, I understood that. I understood your reference.
Ah,
What I will need from you is if there are any respected journals in which these kinds of researches are published. So whatever group we are making now,
I'll be sharing. I'll be
uh,
sharing everything. Yes, this is the
yeah.
reason I want to make that group.
Even
So I'll be
your
sharing a
report
lot of
will have
information there.
sorry. Even your report will have those references. Suppose why this particular condition is tagged to certain things. So those references will be included in your report.
okay, okay, understood. Okay, thank
Everything
you.
will be scientifically evident. Nothing will be like a hide and seek type of thing will not be.
Nothing will be like horoscope
Okay,
Uh,
understood.
or astrology. Let's say that. It will be very, very scientific.
Yeah. So whatever things we are basing our activities on, we are basing our research on. It is better if we post all of that in the WhatsApp group so that we can understand okay, if something similar has been done, what have been the results across the world, US, Italy, wherever.
Yes, absolutely.
few review articles we can share, but
Yes,
all the
yes.
content can't be shared because of
No,
intellectual
whichever is the
property
most
right
relevant,
concerns.
whichever is the most relevant. See, what I'm telling you is that I understand very clearly if there are any genetic diseases which are present, and it is very well known that genetic diseases can be tested for through genetic testing. But
Yeah.
the predisposition partner, if you can just share us the relevant material, that will be very helpful.
Sometimes what will happen, relatively mild genetic variants, which are called polymorphisms,
Mm-hmm.
individually may not be having any impact, but cumulatively they will affect the child development.
Okay.
In a metabolic pathway, let us say there are 10 steps are involved.
Okay.
You have 4 or 5 genetic variants, which are very mild, but
Hmm.
every one is contributing around 5 to 10%.
Okay.
Overall, they will block the synthesis of certain crucial metabolites.
Okay.
If you know
Also,
what is the molecular defect, you can know which pathway is likely to be affected. Then we can think about intervention and other things.
understood. Understood. Okay. So also, what I
And
want
it's
to
also
understand is, okay, how will this report be indicated in the child's report? As in, for example, when it comes to the teachers, okay, how to treat it? What all different kind of parameters will be there? Will there be like 10 parameters on a scale of 1 to 10 regarding physical
we
activity,
we will
regarding...
we will put we will push all that information into the group.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. That'll be
Yeah,
very
you can
helpful.
keep asking in case I forget to push some material. So you can ask us and I will be answering. And also the CTO is there. So Praveen ji, also you should be helping me with that because you're working on the AI model also. So
Yeah, Aparna. So what
you
we are
will be
trying to
also
do
in the
is,
group and you can help. And especially like also Mrs. Priya was asking how it is going to work. All that internal technical things, probably you can help me with that.
I will add to the group. Not a problem.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. So the whole team of NeuroPi will be helping all the parents to answer. So genetic answer, any answers or questions related to genetics. So Dr. Nashad will be answering. So privacy, Dr. Rahul will be answering. Anything to do with neuroscience, I'll be answering, and I'll take the responsibility of the whole project, being the CEO and the founder of this. Any further questions? So, Dr. Nishad, yes, Mr. Harshil.
Yeah, hi, Dr. Apurna. So, is this neuroscience program is a part of academic activity, or apart from this academic activity, this neuroscience program will take?
No, it's part of already all our preschools have neuroscience inbuilt into the curriculum and the pedagogy. So there's nothing apart. It's all part of the curriculum and daily life. So just for us to get more precise information about each kid, we are introducing genetics because this is the most scientific way to understand a kid.
Okay, means what I understood under this neuroscience program, the schools will takes means schools will take the data from our child, and after the analysis data, the schools will start the work on the child's data. Is this right?
Yes, it will not be the school. We have a complete new project. It's a software that is called NeuroPi that would do all that. And that is part of MySchool Italy.
Okay, means how this data will how this program will conduct, means how can our
So
child's data will
we
take.
will share. Yeah, you will get the what you can download. We will have the desktop version and the apps for you, and you can have all the information through that.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Aparna.
And also, as far as MySchool Italy is concerned, we will be having only information that's related to academics, sports, health in a sense that the well-being part of the child, that's nutrition or something to do with some little medicinal effects, which is affecting only the learning pathway. But the rest of the data will be with Yoda group, so they will have the stored data, and they can you can always refer to them for genetic diseases or passed on things. Yes, Dr. Nashad. So they have something app called Mystery Yoda, and you will be accessing that, and you will have all that information. So as far as we are concerned, NeuroPi is concerned, we will be only concentrated with the genetic data that is for the learning path, which is for the kids' development, and all so and so forth. And the details of this we will give you in the group that we'll form after this meeting. Dr. Nashad, you want to add to this mystery Yoda and explain the parents how they can access for clinicians' purpose?
Like you can have access to this data anytime. If you have any specific queries to be addressed, if there is any family history of anything, you want to know whether the child is likely to carry that, that can be analyzed for that condition. And if
Yes.
any further testing is required, that also we will advise.
Yeah, so the clinician part will be taken by the Yoda diagnostics, not by us. We are only concerned with the child's learning and sports and basic pharma and basic nutrition. So for now, and then whenever you want to sign out from this program, all the data of your kid will be removed. And Dr. Nashad, I think we can give that security, right? It's been removed. Some kind
Yes,
of yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
If they want any clinician to review the data, we will provide the data also.
And also, if they want to remove the data from
That
the
can
cloud,
be removed.
yes,
Yeah.
that can be done as well. So it's completely, your data is protected. We are making sure of that. At least this is what is my promise for all of you, that, you know, coming and having so much of experience in Europe. So I would not be doing all those unethical things, and neither would I allow. And that is the only reason why we have also partnered. We have looked and we have selected a partner who's so ethical and who's got this kind of history. Anything further that anyone wants to ask? So I think, Dr. Nashad, can we say thanks to you in that case?
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prakash. Yeah,
Madam, I
we
think
have still one hand raised. Let's take this as a last question, Dr. Nashad, please.
Sure.
Yes, Mrs. Hinduja.
Thank you, ma'am. On which day this process will be started? in the schools or any lab you have chosen Yoda, right? We have to
Yes.
go then we have to give the sample, or in schools you will be taken.
If you're in Hyderabad, we can, you can, it will be all done in the schools. But if
Okay.
you're out, like if you're in Pune or in another outside Hyderabad, then probably we would ask you to go to Yoda Lab. Is that okay, Dr. Nashad, right?
Madam, it is a buccal swab actually. We can send that kit to the parents, and it will
Okay.
have a video link, so it can be easily collected. And our Blue Dot team will collect the sample from you.
Excellent.
No need of
Excellent. So,
any like traveling to any place.
oh, lovely. So that can be done. We also have some parents who have joined us from Jaipur and up north. So
Yeah,
they can
from
also do
anywhere
that. They
in
can also
India,
help
we can
you.
have a Blue Dot ticket.
Excellent. So that's an answer for all of you parents who are not in Hyderabad.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, we are in Hyderabad only. Just for difference, I'm asking the question. Thank you for the answer, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So next few days, I'll spend another 1 week with parents on the WhatsApp group, try to answer, and then we'll see how to. Then from there on, Dr. Nashad, we will come to you and we'll start the process. So probably, it's going to take some time. It's going to take few months before this project is rolled out and you can see the uh, AI working on the data and helping your kids and helping you yourselves as well. And this is going to be for the lifelong thing. It's a lifelong learning process for your kids. And thanks for being here. Thanks for taking out your time and joining us. And thank you so much, Dr. Prakash, Dr. Rahul, Dr. Naushad. Thank you very, very much for making this happen.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, parents. Thank you, all my guests. There are a lot of important guests on this panel today. So thank you, everyone. And please ask your schools, and we will to join the group. And please join the group. And the group would be called NeuroPi Parents. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for being there.